Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so just booted up the stream. How to activate it in here. Do channel. Boom. Okay. All right. And post it on the self-promotion part.
You
Boom.
like copy the message link and send it to me because I don't have that channel up in my able to seize.
1 second. Here we go. And self-promotion, AoE 4.
So, what's the sheep content like on here?
Um, it's decent. So, like most of the resources, almost all of the wood is along the edge of the map, and almost all of the stone and gold is in the towards the middle.
So we gotta basically have a outside base that's guarded that people aren't supposed to touch, and then an inside base where we fight relentlessly for resources.
Pretty much. And
So
let's
this is going to be
see.
a very active 2v2v2v2.
Okay.
I imagine there's going to be zero diplomacy in this.
There will be some politicking just because you can't do like Patty and Pog are both pretty experienced in FFA. Galactic is a very good player, but because he's fairly new to FFA, he'll want to be politicking just to stay alive. I don't know about Buddy and Lamet though, so we will be finding out.
Buddy and
Once
Limit aren't even in the Discord, right?
Not in our Discord. They're in Nomad's Discord.
Which, truthfully, to me, that slaps a target on both of them.
We'll see. Like, I think as far as the civs go, probably it's tough to say who the biggest threat is. Probably Jean and China. Like,
John and
I
China.
think so. We can just obliterate the Malian armies with Landsknechts. So that's not a major concern. And okay,
I just posted. I gotta run to the bathroom.
all right.
We'll start. Better get this out of the way now.
All right, there we go. So. All right, and we play the waiting game now. We had our 8th player, the legendary Witching End, excuse me, disconnect. So we are getting in a substitute for her, and once all the bio breaks are taken care of and we have 8 players, then we will begin. And for those of you who are not in the Discord, we have myself and Nixaros Vid on Order of the Dragon. We have Galactic and his to-be-determined partner on Jeanne d'Arc. We got Patty and Pog on China. And we have Buddy and Lamet on Malians. So this is a 2v2 team. This is a team free-for-all tournament on King of the Hill for the first map. We will be launching pretty soon, hopefully. So, how's everyone's day going while we are killing time?
Sorry about that.
All good. So, as we can see, we still are lacking a teammate for Galactic.
Bet you her internet dropped. She's having one problem about. I can almost bet she's having another.
Okay.
That's my guess, at least. So, what's your feeling about our Malian friends over here? How, as you said, I think you said the land connects can pretty much just chew right through them.
Yes. And because
Okay.
we have trade guaranteed, like because we have a guaranteed infinite source of gold, thanks to being a team game and thus being able to set up trade for ourselves, we will see who our neighbors are and try to secure cross-map trade based on that. Which reminds me, I need to make sure that teams are together. Holy shit, that would have been terrible if I had forgotten that.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Okay, so we got a replacement.
So...
Let me get Naniori in here. Bam.
Oh, Trips is getting replaced. Now I know Nanny's pretty good.
Are you ready to battle?
Oh, Galactic's team just became a little bit more of a threat.
Yep. Okay, so they'll honestly, knowing Naniori, he will be encouraging Galactic to be a much more defensive, turtley playstyle, since that suits Nanny's playstyle better. The only ones that I expect, we might see some early aggression from Galactic and Naniori. I'm not going to rule that out, but it is not. It's definitely not Nanny's preferred playstyle. It's definitely not something that Patty or Pog are likely to do. It's very likely that Buddy and Lamet will do some early game violence. So we will want I think one archery range, and you build an archery range and a barracks whenever you have the resources for those two buildings. I'll keep going with the stables that we've been practicing.
Okay, and archery range first?
Do the barracks first, just because you'll be able to build it whenever you have the resources. But you do want to have both of those buildings pretty quickly.
Okay.
So, and for the viewers out there, I did introduce all the teams before, but once again, me and Nyx on OotD, Patty did, and them. Yes, you saw that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go see who is our neighbor in the corner.
Restart. Oh dear, did we having a dandy issue again?
Oh, okay, they're both okay. All right, we'll do. Oh God, they are super not together. Wow. Yeah, that was bad.
This is fine.
Okay. Oof.
That was needed, I assume.
Yeah, they were literally on the opposite sides of the map. That was crazy. Okay, so
Also, since we're restarting, I meant to grab this from earlier. Can you send me a link to that stream?
yeah, 1 second. There we go. But that's my
Thank you.
YouTube channel, at least. So,
Good enough.
yeah. Alright, let's invite Pog, Patty. Getting... There's Naniori. And Galactic. There's Lamet. There's you. And I don't see Buddy. Yeah, oh.
Accept.
There we go. Alright, I've sent the invites to everyone. Okay.
All right.
You're on T1. Okay. Teams together. Alright. And allow observers. Reveal on elimination. Okay. There we go. Everything looks good. Alright. Thank you, sir. Detainee Pyramid. Yeah, we were just chatting earlier. Thank y'all. So, fingers crossed we'll be able to do things. Let's see. So yeah, we still got me and Nyx on OotD, Pog and Patty, Chinese, Lamet, Buddy, Malians, Nanny, and Galactic on Jeanne d'Arc. And looks like only a couple people remembered to pick their colors. I got teal, which is not as good as pink, but I'll accept it.
Hey, I like teal. Teal's a good color.
It is a good color, but I like going pink personally.
Understandable. Purple is like... Purple or yellow for me is like what I gotta go. Otherwise, I just am confused.
With OotD, right?
With for me with everything.
Gotcha.
There's for Gold Vein. There it is.
Yep. And so I believe there are a good number of sheep in the middle.
Okay.
Although I'll be honest, I don't super remember. It's been a long time since I've played on King of the Hill. Not one of my preferred maps.
Oh wow. Oh wow. God. On a sheep.
Yep. Apparently
Let me
I
try-
was right about how many sheeps there are in the middle. So,
Let me try to get this left middle side.
okay. Yep, we got Buddy coming in from the other flank. So I'm guessing Malians are our neighbors. I will find out soon enough.
Should think he pulled most of the sheep.
What about most of the sheep?
So I think he pulled most of the sheep. I'm gonna try to go to the other side, see if I can't pull. Ooh, there we go.
Okay. Get my little sheepy drop off. Damn, 9 sheeps. Now 11, 12.
Yeah, I went to the other side and stole the sheep from their side, and I got 7 out of it.
It's not bad.
Okay, there's
Yep.
the sacred.
So, yep, and that is the only one on the map. We do have these guys as our neighbor, so it's going to be a little bit rough, I think, in the start. So,
Okay.
I do expect Malian shenanigans to occur.
Understood. About to get the age up.
Nice. Okay.
Let's just put you back here.
Actually, no. I want one. Alright, and I do want to find where their base is, so that I can at least react appropriately.
Oh no, villagers.
There they are.
Bring in the sheep right now.
Alright. So that's pink space.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
We got Galactic in my corner currently.
Hmm. Okay. Just scouting it, you mean?
Yeah. He should be on our left side then.
Yeah.
On the west side.
Debating whether or not we should build a safety wall.
Just let me know.
If you can afford it, throw up a palisade or two. If not, then that's fine.
There's Galactic, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, if you can afford a palisade between you and Galactic, then throw it up. Otherwise, don't worry about it too much.
As well, I'll say, let me start with the barracks, then I'll focus that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Saharan Trade Network. That's interesting. Would not have expected that. Okay.
See, there's Naniori going to the School of Cavalry,
Mm-hmm.
to be expected. So we're going to expect a lot of cavalry from our western flank.
Well, yeah. Oops.
That's to be expected with French, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Nope, we never scouted in between us. Whoops. Lol.
We know nobody's there.
True, but there could be sheep
There
or
could be
other
sheep.
goodies sitting there.
Starting that wall. Trying
Cool.
to lock in this gold vein as well.
Good, good.
2-minute arms coming up.
Okay.
And I'll bring up a spear in too, just in case we
Alright,
get a
buddy
night
has not
rush.
yet built. Yeah, I would get up 1 or 2 spears first. Alright, buddy has hit the feudal age. So now we want an archery range. Okay.
Wait on that palisade.
Shit.
I need.
Oh, I had a lapse
That's
in Ville
Jean
production.
d'Arc.
Oh, Jean is coming for us.
Was on our western side, half health.
Okay. She's hunting boar, which is what they do at this stage of the game.
Okay.
So don't worry too much about that. Yeah. Now,
Alright, that's my corner explored.
nice.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, Jean killing. Yeah. Yep. Again, to be expected, if not appreciated.
Okay. Just start building from this side then.
Okay.
Just kind of let him do his thing.
For now, yeah. So
Let's get another minute arms up. Another villager pop in. I am gonna get a greedy tower down on that, between the gold vein and stone vein.
okay.
If he doesn't attack me. As long as he doesn't do that.
Okay. I'm gonna go annoy Mally.
Probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Give me a couple
Unfortunately.
houses. Give me 2 more spearmen.
Alright.
Oh, he is not happy about me making an outpost. Oh, they're both John D'Arcs over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go send some military to go pester them.
Sounds good. You build a house.
Okay, archery range is next now that I have a sizable military queued up. I want, truthfully, all of that except for W. Chasing him.
Good. Let me know if you need my horsemen to back you up. God damn, they're fast.
Okay. Oh, I see why they were upset at my wall. It's really close to them.
Yep.
Okay, so one of them's going Archer Joan, and one of them's going normal, like, just attack, or normal greatsword. Almost killed the greatsword one.
Okay. Oh, yep. I got some Donso. Hell yeah, I'm getting some Vills.
Oh, okay. There's cavalry. Some new spears.
No.
Alright, that's a
my
dead
scout.
Joan.
Okay, cool. Alright, I got some harass on them. Force them into
Okay, Vills.
military. What the hell? Why do I have a horseman in there? It's weird.
I'll get to you there.
Okay.
Slack on build production. Just get a bunch of them queued.
Yep. Alright. I'm gonna go Castle Age.
Okay.
You build a stone wall. Put it there. Okay. Have you build that stone wall? There we go.
Shoot them in there. I'm gonna try to hammer down on food production to get myself in the castle too.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that we are dead last in that bit of an issue.
I mean, we have a strong feudal, so it's not like the end of the world.
We do, but we don't want to fall behind. And we kind of are a little bit. Oop. Alright, here they come.
No, they killed the villager right before we finished. Damn. You can't destroy it though, because I'm guarding it.
Nope.
Okay, they're doing a crossbow knight combo.
Yep. Understandable, unfortunately.
That's a knight down.
Good. Alright, I'm going Burgrave.
There's a crossbow.
Okay, I lost a villager. Always rough to lose a vill as this civ. Okay. Are you holding up all right over there?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Alright, that's good.
It's more of a skirmish going on than it is like actual war.
Okay.
I need
Good.
1,200. I'm at 800 food.
Okay. Holy shit! I might actually be able. Ah, if only I had more wood. Oops. I wanted. Yeah. There we go.
They've got a Joan d'Arc circling towards what looks to be your base. Gonna chase
Okay.
him.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay, now they're sending a bit of a force. That is a bunch of crossbows.
I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Okay. 8 crossbows. Horsemen.
Alright. You know what, Villager, you go ahead and come on home. You know what, all of y'all come on home if you can. Those arbalists are gonna fuck us up.
Yep.
You get me a stable. You all get me an age up.
Yeah, I just ran out
Have
of
that
food.
tower.
So I gotta make it as good a transition to farm eco as I'm able to, which is gonna suck because.
If you need to take some berries from this side, I have a spare berry.
Okay. I see 2 berries in between us as well, so I think I'll be fine for a little bit.
Good, good.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot
What the
horseman
fuck did
costs
I-
200 fucking food a pop.
Dude, I know.
And they've got a critical mass of crossbows already, so I've got to actually build up quite a
Yep.
few horsemen. Horsemen spears. I need a lot more wood than I have. Well, okay, I have
Okay.
a lot of wood. I need a lot more food than I have.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Is
they're
it-
on top of my Burgrave.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit. I've got too much wood. There we go.
They're both pushing me. I will need some assistance.
Okay. Send in my troops.
Or is that? Oh, that's just Galactic. Okay, Galactic has a fuck ton of crossbows and
I see that. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Alright, send in my troops.
Cue some spearmen, have them come back.
God damn, I don't have any. Fuck. Alright, well. There we go. Okay.
Okay, Joan d'Arc's on a horse now. Shooting him with a bunch of fucking arrows.
Alright, I'm getting up as many.
Okay. Joan d'Arc's hurt.
Alright, I'm sending my cav to deal with that.
Speaking of Cav,
Wait,
I
oh, there
was
he is.
looking for stuff.
Cancel,
Yeah, get those up.
cancel this.
Okay, understood. Bills, come on out. I need you to go do things. If he see, okay, yeah, I'll just come back here. So over here. Just get some farms up.
Yep.
God, I hate fucking Night Rush.
Yep. Well, we knew it was coming, so.
Yeah. I didn't expect that many crossbows along with it.
Hmm. It's unfortunate. All right, getting my guys up and ready.
Got some on food. Back on food. Barracks. 2 barracks is up. Order the dragon production. I need 3.
Yeah.
I'll go there. Okay, I'm in the back producing military untouched, so I'll be able to recover from this.
Can you afford to age up? I'm assuming the answer is no, but
I can, but it'll stop any form of military I'm making at this moment. I can bring a landmark over to you if you want.
get
Grave.
Regnitz.
Regnitz. Okay.
You need the eco.
All right. Do you want it on your side?
Yes.
Where?
Doesn't matter. I'm macroing right now, so. Alright. Yep, just get your refugees.
Leave some houses. These guys will not be safe forever.
So they've gone fast imp. Alright. Okay. Well. What the hell, Naniori? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Nanny's trying to sweep while Galactic pushes you.
Well, of course.
Yeah. I'm keeping Nanny off of Vills.
Okay, well, he's on my Vills, so this is probably GG. Yep.
That's Galactic.
You have to hit tab in order to not.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Once again.
What's up?
You only chatted to me, not to the rest.
Oh, you gotta tab each time?
Yeah. They fucking. God damn it. Okay, I'm not pink. Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if I can get my landmark back.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm coming to try to push the knights off of you.
Okay.
They're trying to get cross-map trade. Yep, that's.
Well, of course, yeah. So,
Yeah.
as they should. Okay. Oh wow, that's a fuck ton of sofa. Okay.
Yeah, Imperial Knights.
Yep.
I got my landmark back. I got. Oh, where'd you-
Well, mine's dead. So yeah, we are almost certainly dead.
Yeah, let's say don't surrender, because if they pull us out, I can just rebuild your shit.
Yeah, no, I'm out of resources. So,
Understood.
okay, I need you to. What can you produce?
Spearman.
Produce them.
Been working on it. I was just trying to get enough wood to get landmark back.
All right. We surrender now. Like, there's just no point in this, I don't think.
I mean, they haven't knocked me
And-
out, and as long as they haven't knocked me out, I can rebuild your stuff. And if they push,
Alright.
So, not completely lost hope yet. It's just we're gonna be coming in.
I have 20. I have 25 population. That's what I've got. So I'm completely dead. Like, and I'm not seeing anything. So we're gonna lose all of our landmarks here,
Right.
which
That-
means
that'll be a-
yeah. So once that happens, it's GG. So
well, I still have a landmark up, so once they destroy yours,
God.
that's not full. I'm gonna keep moving. Not stop.
Thank
Who
God.
the fuck is green?
Patty.
In taking my wood.
Yeah, he's a rat. We're dead, so might as well. Like, if our positions were reversed, I would tell him to do. I would say do the same thing. Personally. So, where's your army?
Attacking Nanny's market.
That's a waste of time. We are dead. Like, you needed to protect that. Yep,
Oh,
GG.
fuck,
Yep.
yeah, I got to castle too late, and I did send some spears after them, and I just watched them get fucking stomped.
Yep.
Because yeah, late game knights versus mid game spears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you just need to be faster. And that's something that can come with practice. So,
And plus, I thought when I picked OotD, I was like, oh, OotD's easy.
Yeah, they're not. They are because every single one of your units is so expensive and so valuable. Like, yeah, that was just
Yeah, that's why I selected OotD, because I was like, oh yeah, OotD is easy or
mm-hmm.
simple. I don't have to manage a lot.
The
Uh,
easiest civ is English. Like, if you want to play a civ that doesn't require very much micro, like, English is the way to go. They're also very defensive, and like they're just a very simple, straightforward, defensive civ. Like, I would say the easiest to play civilizations are going to be English, French, and Abbasid. Those are going to be the three that you want to probably start with.
I like French. I should have doubled down on French because I do like French.
Oh well. And now that we have a bird's eye view of the game, we can see that yes, now that Nix and I are dead, Galactic and Naniori have indeed set up their cross-map trade. Naniori has 5, 6, 7, 8 relics with our fall. What are Patty and his teammate up to? Pog. Ooh, getting some military. Yeah, with us dead, they don't need to do anything anymore because why would they? They do have some palace guard getting up and ready. This is a huge sofa force from Lamet, and a lot of trade going on from them. Let's see what they're getting. 40 gold a pop. Not bad. Okay. It's about as good as they can get without starting aggression. So I get the feeling that Lamet is going to go for a wonder victory rather than aggression. So we will keep an eye on that. But, well, or maybe they're just going to go for sacreds. Like, they already have control of the middle, having killed the Red Palace, and with all of these pit mines. So we will be waiting to find out. Now that there is one team eliminated, it's a calm before the storm. No one wanting to risk anything at the moment, wanting instead to secure their own positions. So let's take a look. Yeah, they are incredibly good players. So, I was just worried about. Yeah, I was worried about the other team, because they are unknowns, and I was hoping that Nanny and Galactic would go for a more defensive playstyle. Obviously, I was mistaken. So, and that resulted in our death. We should have been focusing them hard, considering they are Jeanne d'Arc and they are crazy strong. So, looks like they might be on the warpath again. Oh, come here, baby. Yeah. Come here, Snugglebug. All right. Right now, though, not a whole lot happening. Yeah, I say that. Patty was trying to get a sneaky gold snag off, but the armies of Lamet have most violently denied that. Meanwhile, his teammate Buddy grabbing up all the gold nodes that they can right underneath the remains of Naniori's Red Palace. Oh, wow. They are not going to let that landmark come back anytime soon. Dropping down 3 toll outposts. Probably going to put some emplacements on there. Meanwhile, still just happily trading away. The hill is theirs. Let's find out. Naniori is looking around, considering things. Galactic is preparing for war against the Chinese. So, take a look and see when action occurs. The one nice thing about being still in the game is that we do have vision of the chat, which we wouldn't otherwise have. And they do have the cross-map trade set up. 114 gold a trader. Oh, 126 from Galactic. Nilinyx probably going to want to change up his lines once he notices that his teammate is getting a little bit better gold. So that is going very nicely. Yep, he's got another monastery just completely rolling in the gold. Oh, wow. College of Artillery from Nilinyx. Not needing the Red Palace because Galactic was in charge of that. Nilinyx going for College of Artillery so that they're able to get the Royal Cannons and Royal Rebaldequins. Let's see. Yeah, looks like blue and pink have pretty much completely hoovered up all the resources on the hill. Uncontested, thanks to their 78 sofa just kind of sitting there. Building a mosque. Looks like they might be considering going for the victory right here, right now. If they build anything from there. Not sure they will, though. It's still kind of early in the game. So they may or may not try to grab something.
Oh, they're setting up.
They are... What are these guys trading for? 54. Pop from Patty and Pog. So, again, not quite as good as what Nanny and Galactic are getting, but not bad at all. Ironically, the lowest trade is coming from the Malians, who are only still just getting that 40 gold a pop. 38 from Lamet, due to where he has his some of his vills rallied. Oh, we got a bruh in chat. So
Galactic is
okay.
Galactic's moving.
Yep. That makes sense. He'll want to get that Red Palace back up. Oh, wow. It's a lot of villagers over there. That is 66 Malian villagers that hoovered up my gold. Oh, yeah. They're very much going for the Sacred Victory right here, right now. And I don't blame them. Like, they don't realize what kind of firepower the other teams have. But they do have an extraordinarily secure middle. Like, with all of these keeps and towers, if the other two teams don't unite, they've got this. So let's see what happens. That did get called out in the chat, though. Patty letting everyone know that blue and pink are securing the mid and walling up and getting keeps in place. So they know. Will they... Yeah, enemy approaching Sacred Victory. So...
Nanny is moving in from the south.
Yep.
And is getting a forward base with siege workshop set up.
Where did... Oh, there's Galactic's force. I was like, where did Galactic send his military? And it is just behind Nilinyx's. So he's going to need to... Going to want to set up some forward production and get those forces out on the battlefield. Nilinyx, having the Jean's Elite Champion, doesn't have quite all of the upgrades yet. Looks like he hasn't yet built a university, but he does. But the Elite Champions are doing a lot of work thanks to the Galvanize the Righteous ability from their Jean, giving them the +1 armor and +10% damage, allowing them to kind of cut through the initial Sofa Blob. Patty and Pog have not yet arrived. Instead opting to build their infrastructure before they send in any kind of military. Okay. So the French forces are doing a really good job of breaking through that initial defense. And...
Oh yeah, they're punching through.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, at this rate, they might not even need the help of the other team. Still would be good for them to get it, though, obviously. Yeah, the French Knights just kind of mowing through the Sofa spam. Like, Sofa, very good as far as cost efficiency goes. They are a lot less gold heavy than French Knights, while still being as fast as them and having about as much armor. But they have a lot less health and do a lot less damage and have no charge bonus. Yes. Oh, my puppy is being a sad baby. It's true. Okay, and did they... No, have not yet completely pushed everyone out of the middle, but we do have Elite Palace Guards wiping out the Donzo. Once that were sent to kill off the enemy knights, and the middle will be freed up once again.
Ooh, Galactic is going for an opportunity kill. Oh, no, he pulled off.
Yeah, I didn't think he would be trying to do much. Just a momentary lapse in micro against the dreaded Chinese horde. Okay, and we've got another round of Sofa from the blue player, while pink is going for the Donso. No, I would have expected to see some Musafati gunners, to be honest. Those ladies deal a lot of ranged damage, and they have good range as well as the stealth bonus. So that would have been a really nice addition. Do they have a Fort of the Huntress? Nope, just Griobara from both players. Fort of the Huntress is the other choice that they could have made. Pretty good. Oh, as I talked over the action of watching the Donso get brutally slaughtered. Strange that Team Naniori hasn't decapped the sacred site. I would have expected that to happen pretty quickly, but they're letting the timer run down, it would seem. Yeah, with the military being just right there, it'd be pretty effortless for Nanny or Galactic to just throw some Arbalatrier on the Sacred and grab it. But we're not seeing that yet. We are, however, seeing yet more Sofa. No upgrades on the Sofa, though, besides the imported armor. He's going to want to fix that soon. He may have...
They pushed through the blob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very few upgrades on the Malian army. So, doesn't seem like they were quite expecting this much resistance. Either that or they just have forgotten. And while all of this is happening, we do see the middle getting even more fortified by China. We have the Red Palace coming back online very, very soon. Doesn't look like the Jeanne d'Arc team wants to get rid of the sacred threat until their Red Palace is back up. And it is back up now. Okay, these guys do have most of their upgrades. Wonder what the upgrades from Pog's team looking like. Okay. Full upgrades on the ranged armor. Makes sense. Some upgrades on their melee attack. And moving in. Ooh, the Nest of Bees doing immense damage to the Donso Blob. The Elite Palace Guard holding on quite well. Springald's getting rid of those mangonels without too much difficulty. This is rough for the blue team. Still holding on to the sacred site, though. Don't see... Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why the French team has pulled back. They could easily take out this defense. Okay. I guess they were waiting for Team China to let them know. Hey, Wicked. Thanks for stopping by. All right, and now we do see Team Jeanne d'Arc fully committing to the Sacred Decap. It's possible that Jean will be used to capture this sacred site. That is something that she can do. Once she gets on her horse, she is able to take sacred sites. I don't. I suspect that we will not see that happening, just because since it is King of the Hill and there's only the one sacred site. As we are seeing right now, capturing the sacred puts a big old target on your back, and even with it being pretty well defended, it's going to be very, very hard to hold unless it's like a 2v2 situation. But with this 4v2 going on, you won't see it. Although they are going for the capture. That's very, honestly, kind of surprising. Won't lie. Oh, that's just a championed up elite arbitrary. I thought that was some sort of weird Jeanne d'Arc level 2 model. Just a little confused on that. But yeah, we are seeing Sacred back to neutral control. Any teams going for a wonder prep yet? Just Naniori. Like, he is cutting the spot out from that back corner so that he can have a very nice defensible wonder. You already see the walls up protecting the future wonder location. That's also where he has his 8 relics hanging out. So wonder victory is very much what Team Jeanne d'Arc have in mind. I'm not seeing anything similar from Team China, though. I don't know what their game plan is as far as a win con. They are skirmishing with the Team Jeanne d'Arc, but not really committing to much of anything at the moment. And while all of this is happening, we still see the Sofa Blob from Team Lamet, from Team Mali, hanging out in the wings, waiting to enact their revenge. And yeah, just everyone is now going for more defensive posturing. The China team is very much securing the middle, though. It doesn't look like they're really going for a sacred victory, more that they are going for denying that sacred victory from their opponents. The outposts do not have any upgrades, but they are close enough. Oh, wow. Yeah, literally everyone putting walls just right as close as they possibly can get to that sacred site. Naniori putting them probably within the absolute building range limit from what I'm seeing. Whoops, as my dog kind of kicks away the view. Oh, hey, we've got a fight going on between Team Jean and Team Mali. The Randys trying to deal terrible, terrible damage to all of these Sofa. Getting picked off the front line, though. Doing surprisingly well. Looks like Team Jean got pretty well cleaned up by the Danso Sofa combo. One Jean forced to retreat. I don't see the other. Either she was in a different location or she was slain. Oh, there she is. Okay. So while Galactic was fighting the Malians in the center, down in the south, we have Naniori pushing for a flank. Little does he know, though, he's going to be encountering Patty's astronomical clock tower and a town center from him. Just kind of hiding out, being secret, being safe. Whose architecture, Wicked? Is it the Chinese, the Malians, or is it the French? Okay, and now that Malians have noticed the flank, we are seeing the Sofa respond. Unfortunately for them, they are heavy cavalry, which means that the Arbaletier are getting an extra 11 damage bonus against them. And with their fairly feeble health pools and complete lack of upgrades for the most part. Oh, I know, right? All those walls and keeps. Yep, just disgusting. But very necessary to prevent a quick and easy victory from taking the sacred site. It looks like Naniori's force is getting dealt with as well. He's trying to make a way for his teammate. Yep, there's the flank from Galactic now that the wall has been broken down. The Knights charging directly into unbraced sofas, which is going to be an absolute massacre from them. The Jeanne d'Arc blast cannon doing some kind of thing that I don't recognize because I don't play Jeanne d'Arc. Oh, wow. They're actually cleaning it up. They had some difficulties with earlier matches, but now that they are able to unite their forces, the Malians were dealt with pretty decisively. Oh, Malian calling out to China to take the middle now while they're getting pushed. And there we go. Those guys getting wiped out. See if I can click. Oh no, that's just the blast cannon Jeanne d'Arc. And I'm trying to select the. Oh, it doesn't look like there's a champion yet from Jeanne. Oh, Musafati warriors coming out from Buddy. Not a unit that you see very often. They do trade fairly well into any heavily armored units. So it could be that Mali is running low on wood to cause this switch into out of Danso rather into the Musafati. I would have preferred to see the hand cannons though. Like I think the Musafati gunners are going to be the unit that Team Mali needs from their main damage dealing component rather than anything else. Like the Sofa are good tanks, but you need something to actually kill. And the best units that Mali has as far as delivering killing blows is the Musafati gunners. Not seeing any yet though. Could be because they're trying to conserve resources. Because we are slain participants, I don't have the handy little view resource count up in the corner. The trade-off is we get to see the chat. Okay. Lamet says we can have peace if you want to. It doesn't look like France is interested in peace, though. They want blood, as Nix and I learned firsthand in the most painful way possible. They are getting some blood, too. Not wanting to fight into the Danso spear wall, obviously, but Galactic committing. The French Knights are going to hold decently. Like, obviously, the number with the Danso is going to make them win in the long run. And the fact that there really isn't much DPS on the side of Mali in here. We have a lot of Sofa. Like the Lamet and Buddy have gone for quantity way over quality. Which, you know, that's kind of Malian's MO in the first place, but you need your upgrades. And we're still not seeing any upgrades from Team Mali, but last I checked, we didn't see many upgrades from other teams either. Although now we do see full upgraded French Royal Knights, so that's really nice to see. We see fully upgraded Arbaletier from Naniori as well, also very nice to see. Oh, here's a knight from Galactic. Okay, fully upgraded. Does he have anything besides knights? I don't think he does. I think Galactic is just going knight spam. Which, if he can have... Yeah, at one point he was. I'm just not seeing any at the moment. Hush. Settle down, buddy. Yeah. Oh, we just got our dog.
Just got some
hand
cannons.
Yeah, got some hand cannons. So let's take a look at them. Okay. Almost fully upgraded. He does not yet have gunpowder, so They aren't hitting quite as hard as they could, but other than that, they've got all of their armor upgrades. So just needs that one university tech, and they'll be good. Oh, and there goes some knights. Probably make room for more handkins. Oh, we see some Jean's Elite Champions coming out from Galactic. I would like to actually see more of those. I would love for Galactic to replace most of his knights with the Jean's Champions. Mostly because they will deal super duper well with about anything that Mali can send at them. Like, they don't trade the most cost efficiently into the Musafati, but they do win 1v1 against Musafati warriors. So they are doable. People wondering about what Team China is working on. Looks like they are finally getting a wonder spot prepped and readied. So okay, and yeah, Naniori letting everyone know that it is massive sofa spam being dealt with. What can we do to help? Blue saying no, there can be no help. Goodness. You are teaming? Oh no. How dare teaming occur? Not that. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone has any further interest in the Middle Sacred Site at this moment. Everyone's still going for their wonder prep. I do kind of wish I could check on the resources. I have a feeling that Nanny and Galactic, Team Jeanne d'Arc, would be very close, if not able, to afford a wonder right now. Obviously, they don't quite have the ludicrous number of French keeps that one would expect from such an event, but it's kind of there. Naniori did pull the Guildhall resources, though, fairly recently. We can see it's only at 480. Let's take a look. Okay, Galactic is the one stacking up all of the stone. He's got almost 12,000 stone stored up, and, you know, while I can't tell from this that it is stone, I am willing to bet that that is what the resource in there is. Wow, Lamet's still committing pretty hard to the sofa spam. Just massing those sofa, but not really using them for anything. I also am very tickled by this one relic sitting directly next to a mosque, yet there has been not a single imam built to pick that up. Okay, how many sofa we got now? 115 sofa. Holy cow, that is a stupid number of sofa.
Got China building supply lines.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Right next to blue, for the most part.
Yep. So they're expecting some sort of aggression. Actually, it looks to me more like, because they have the layers of walls and military production buildings, it actually looks more like a wonder defense supply line than anything.
Just another form of wall to keep people off of them.
Yep. And it also doubles as, you know, obviously military production. So you have buildings that enemy siege will get distracted by, and military units coming out of those buildings that can destroy said siege.
And also, I see why China and Blue have been so peaceful. That China is trading right next to their wall.
Mm-hmm.
They're very close, though.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
close.
we have the same thing. The only only team that has truly safe trade is Team Jeanne d'Arc. The other two teams, because they don't have a secure like corner-to-corner trade route. The other two teams are being forced to build their markets as close to walls as they can, which does open them up to some trebuchet sniping or mangonel sniping. They're also not getting quite as good of trade as Team Jeanne d'Arc is. Like,
Patty's about to start the wonder here shortly.
I think so. Oh, Patty is now building the Great Wall Gatehouse. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it's wonder time from Team China. We'll see if they have
Yep,
what
there
it
it is.
takes to defend this wonder. Do we have a counter wonder going up from Naniori? We do not. The Team Jeanne d'Arc playing it super, super safe, wanting to get rid of blue and pink killing us. Meanwhile, literally no attacks going on whatsoever. So yeah, we are expecting to see some kills. Oh, wow. Oh, Naniori just deleted a wall segment. Thought he was going for a push already, but not yet. No one going for any sacred plays, though. Wonder if anyone will want to do that. Someone saying they got a Team Jeanne d'Arc for Wadner, then we 1v1. So, doesn't look like Mali wants to fight China, even though China has the wonder up. Wait. Okay.
No, I think they didn't explain it very well.
Yeah. Yep, you are correct. I think they kind of wrote exactly the opposite of what they're intending to do. Okay. No one's made any headway yet, but Naniori getting two French Royal Cannon, excuse me. Nope, just one French cannon. But the Royal Cannon, as we can see, has 156 base damage plus 650 versus buildings and ships, compared to the standard cannons, 120 damage and plus 500. So we'll probably be seeing a few more Royal Cannons as Naniori feels the need to commit. Right now, just going for a wonder snipe. Galactic, actually, taking the sacred site with his Jeanne. We want a sacred threaten. Okay. So, trying to use some... Okay. And... will he... Oh, he does back off. I'm a little surprised. I thought he might put up some fight for the sacred. There is a fight happening at sacred, obviously. I don't know if he's going... We will find out soon whether or not he's going to actually commit to the sacred victory through there. Cannons getting held up on the quick build palisades from Patty. Very good palisade building. I'm actually quite pleased with how Patty has done that. Just kind of getting walls around where he can't get the stone walls to hamper the enemy movement. And Naniori losing his cannon to the Imperial Palace Guard. What's happening over here? Just some sofa spam. Yeah, I don't know if Blue will realize that the sofa spam is not working out for him. It probably would do well if he were to get all of his upgrades, but the fact that he isn't is a little bit worrisome for me. Hopefully one day he remembers. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Wonder's sitting pretty. We have Galactic building a keep in the middle, directly on the sacred site. We have a lot of keeps actually up on the sacred site from Team Jeanne d'Arc. They seem very committed to defending that sacred. Probably going to go for a sacred victory and wonder victory once Team China gets wiped out. While we still see Oh, looks like Team Mally finally broke through, and the sofa spam is going to be going for buildings, I assume. Hitting some markets right now. Okay. They promised. Million keeps. Only if you delete Wonder. So, politicking as hard as they can, trying to prevent these two other teams from securing their win cons. Okay. So, Malian's saying that they'll only work with China if they delete the Wonder, and that is almost certainly not going to happen because they are not having much difficulty at all holding this Wonder position. And yeah, no time left for a sacred counterplay. So we are seeing Galactic finally commit his military to the sacred push. The Sofa Spam doing all right, all things considered. He is losing a ridiculous number of them, though, mostly due to their frailty. I would love to know if there is a reason that Lamet has never upgraded his sofa. But I'll have to ask him in the Discord after the game. I don't want to impact the outcome of this by accidentally reminding Blue that he has no upgrades in case he simply forgot. Naniori doing a pretty decent job pushing. He does know that the barbecue of the sun is over here. Could be sniping it out. But no, just pushing for the landmark, or pushing for the Wonder. Which, considering this is China, that is the way to go. Even if this entire base gets obliterated, there is a astronomical clock tower with 5 villagers behind this stone wall. But Buddy did notice and is sending a single battering ram to take care of that wall. How's the push going? So we still see yet more infinite sofa getting taken down by the ranged units and spearmen from Pog over here. No siege to back it up, though. So that stone wall being an impassable barrier for our Malian team for now. Naniori making some decent progress. He's hitting the Spirit Way, which is not a inherently bad idea, but unfortunately, while he's destroying the landmark, his own forces are getting slain by Patty. What we got going on? Okay, we got some cannon sniping out the landmark town center. Okay, so he is going for landmark snipes, assuming incorrectly that all of the landmarks are within the section of land that Patty and Pog control.
Green's backdooring with Springles. He's taking out those roll cannons that Nanny's pushing with.
Nice. Oh yeah, there they are. We got 6 Springles and a few villagers. Down goes 1 cannon. We've got a few cannons on almost no hit points. There goes another. There goes a third. Yep, that's going to be all of the cannons wiped out before the Springolds get killed.
That hurts.
Right.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, that is painful for Nanny to lose all of those. Buddy having a battering ram ready to destroy Patty's final landmark. Not doing anything about it, though. Like, I would like to see him attack it with that. Meanwhile, just considering to throw away Sofa on the eastern flank of Team China. He does have a keep up, and that keep looks like is... Oh no, there was a bombard cannon there, so that's what killed the wall. Keeps doing a decent job at securing a beachhead for Team Mali. And yep, we have the sofa spam getting in there to do more burninating. Nanny's got one additional royal cannon pushed up. Yeah, they've only got 5.5 minutes left before the Wonder takes the victory here. And Team China might be able to pull this off. There's just not enough commitment from either other team in order to take it quite yet. Like, Team Mali has committed almost no resources to this push, just sofa spam, which aren't particularly expensive, and Donso spam, which also not particularly expensive. And while all of this is happening, we have Mali having cleared out their own Wonder Corner for their future plans. How is Nanny's push going? Getting pretty deep into the enemy base. Galactic securing mid from what was left of Team China. Lamet just telling people to do things that he's not willing to do because he doesn't want to spend the resources. Gotta love it. Okay, we do have Jean's Elite Champions guarding the cannon now. That is a lot of damage on the champions. 27 melee damage per hit. That's pretty huge.
Ooh, that cannon just got sniped.
Damn. That is... Oh, yep. And the Springald's trying to run away. Might succeed. Does it? Oh, wow. Got away with 11 hit points. That is crazy. I thought the thing was going to go down.
Yeah, Mali is just not bringing enough siege. They aren't getting through.
Yep. Yeah, they're just not willing to commit. And they need to commit a lot more resources to this push if they want it to succeed. Like, they are actually extremely close as far as, like, tiles to the Wonder. All they need to do is actually have, like, 5 or 6 more bombard cannons, and I think they could single-handedly take down the Wonder.
There goes the cannon again. Yeah, Ping's just not pushing.
Yeah, like, honestly, yeah, Naniori is doing a really good push. Galactic is starting to get a good push. Doesn't have quite as much siege as he needs. Also, the supply line's getting a little bit clogged with the Rams. But we do have reinforcements coming in from the middle for Team Jeanne d'Arc. They're trying.
If they commit to killing the Wonder, they will take it.
Yes, but neither team is willing to do that yet. And we are seeing what happens when you are not willing to fully commit to a Wonder defense. Your opponent is going to be able to just hold. And all the resources that you saved by not committing are going to be wasted because you will have lost the video game.
Nanny's pushing in.
Yes,
Nanny's
we know
close.
that you are the head cultist of the Cult of Naniori Blob, so you are the true believer, and I respect that. But he's almost there, actually. He just needs to break down that wall, and he will be able to get, like, him and Galactic will be able to night spam the Wonder. So
They've got it burning.
they have the wall burning. So, but there are villagers now repairing that gatehouse. It's gone back up. The sniping cannon is gone, and ooh, flying debris from something. Okay, we got 2 more cannons coming in from Galactic this time. They are trying... Oh god. The one didn't even get to fire. Yeah, that's gone. Yep, they are... This may well be a win for Team China. Patty and Pog able to pull it out just by hanging out in the corner and being China, doing China things. Honestly, an impressive hold from them. Both of these players are a lot... Like, these 2 teams seem like they are... Their rankings suggest that they are better than what we are seeing. I think the fact that Team Mally was just not willing to commit the resources to kill this wonder is what got them. Nanny and Galactic doing a fantastic job of pushing, but when it's just 2v2 like this, they already had the defenses needed. My understanding, Blob, is that it is a winner-take-all event. So I believe that Team China is going to be the only team moving forward, fighting the winners of the other 3 pods, thus giving the final team free-for-all.
Yeah, Galactic had a bunch of Rams. Had he pushed in with his Knights, they would have had it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, if Team Mally had committed more than just
One fucking bombard at a time.
yeah, they could have done it. But the fact that you guys didn't the fact that they didn't push is what cost them. N Okay. Hey, Clara. Right. All right. So, let us take a look in the Discord, see what has... Hey. Okay. All right, so let me ask in the Discord chat if the other pods are so Clara asks if I have any tips.
Good game. Well played.
Practice the basics. Like the biggest cause of losing games in my experience, like especially for newer players, is doing like very simple mistakes, like forgetting to produce villagers or not using hotkeys, just things that will slow your game down. So that would be my biggest tip is when you're starting, just make sure you're always producing villagers and making sure that like rather than clicking a barracks and then mousing to the unit production and clicking, use the hotkeys that are there. Like that alone will save you quite a bit of time. And because this is a real time strategy game, the time management aspect of it is super important. So the more time that you can save by not mouse clicking, the better you will do than your opponent. Just from that.
As someone he's been teaching, yeah, the fundamentals are key. One game we played, I did awful. Or no, he was teaching me in a 1v1 and I was fighting a hardest AI. The first time the hardest AI steamrolled me. Literally restarted the match, I steamrolled them.
Yeah, and it was just a change of making sure that you're doing basic stuff, like that your villagers are producing. You are. Oh God. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted mid sentence because one team, one pod is still going. It's just raiding Mongols, so that sounds terrible. And yeah, if I can get a Discord invite for Clara to Turin's Discord, that's the Discord that everyone in this game was from. And yeah, we're a pretty friendly group and good at having new players on. So we got a lot of FFAs that happen pretty regularly as well, which are a good place to kind of hang out and play the game against people who are chill. Oh. All right. So do that. All right. And yeah, right now we're just waiting for the final pod. Yeah, I saw that pog. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, I was like when it was Galacticat and
I forgot.
Trips, I was like, okay, you know, it'll be a sizable fight, but it won't be anything we probably can't handle. And then Nanny came and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if it
There
had just
goes.
been the one player, I think we would have been all right. But yeah, seeing so many, like having both of them commit to getting rid of us early, that was a little bit too much for.
Yeah, because me and Trips are about on the same skill level. You know, we're both still getting our shit together. But Nanny
And Galactic are both very skilled players. Like, yeah, just one of them would have been almost impossible for you to hold off on your own.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can't fight Galacticat, and I've admitted that to him, and he's admitted it to me.
Right.
And then Nanny, I've never fought Nanny, but I imagine Nanny's that far behind.
That is rough retaliation. Getting 2v1'd. And so did Prime just steamroll the whole lobby, or did he end up going for like a sacred or wonder victory? Yeah, while we wait for the rest of the that might be the only lobby that's not done yet. Not sure. Okay. Uh, yeah, Serona and Wookiee are both pretty good. That is for sure. Were you in Zerinium's lobby? Retaliation? Okay. Actually, since I know Zerinium was in that game, and I think he's still in... Yeah, there we go. Aw, man. They did not turn on Observe Match. That's unfortunate. And if I could remember which team. Okay. And then that game is over. Alright. Let's take a look at Quill's game. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. So, in this game, we have Team HRE with Dark Hunter Ezra and Northern 9322. We have Nomad and Quill on Team Jushi's Legacy. We have Cheeses and the Incan on Team Mongols. Okay, yep, this is the one that's still going on. And we have Zerinium and 8-Man on Team Ottomans. So we are going to kind of speed through this game because it is the final game before the finals. That is a good question, Wicked. I leave the arena, or not the arena. Arena handles the tournament ideas. I just show up to talk at my microphone and make myself feel like I'm doing things. That'd be an interesting game, though. I would love to see that. So, anyway, now we're in a game going on. So we have right over here in the top the Incan and his teammate Jesus. We've got the Ottoman players Zerinium and 8-Man. We have Dark Hunter Ezra and Northern in the southern corner, ironically. And over in the west, we have Nomad and Quill as Team Allied Forces. I almost said Team OnlyFans because I can never remember what their team name is. Alright, so we are speeding right along, checking to see if there's anything super exciting or interesting happening. Wait. Oh, there's the Uvu. Okay. I was like, wait, did Incan not build an Uvu? He did. It's just right there. So, we got all of that. Northern getting his Minework Palace up. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen... I almost never see HRE take Minework. I see, Nix and I both took the Minework as Order of the Dragon, as the 10% gathering speed bonus is not super substantial, whereas the upgrades for the Order of the Dragon are pretty good. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what he does with the riveted chainmail. He might be doing it for the steel barding in Castle Age. We'll be curious to see how that goes. Any military coming out? Nope, but he is walling in the relics. Makes sense. Oh, wow. Okay. Nomad now hit... Oh, because they are Juicy Legacy. They are not just the baseline China. Explains why they got there so quickly. And where's Nomad's Meditation Garden? Right here. Okay. 30, 30, and 1 a minute. So, nice steady supply of gold and stone. Always good. Alright, Quill snagging the relics with his Kung Fu monks. Oh, Megadai getting in some raiding from the Incan. That'll be actually pretty important to harass and deal economic damage to the Ottoman players. That's a lot of eco damage coming in to poor 8-man. Dang. But while that's happening, he is expanded, getting a second town center up and running in between him and Zerinium. Oof. Oh, that is rough. Losing his military school. Oh, wow. Going full aggression from Team Mongols. There we go. Sometimes I get brain farts. It's great. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Does he get... No, okay. Would have been very surprised if he got away with that with 1 hit point. Alright, there was some violence going on over there, but it seems like it has subsided. Zerinium trying desperately to hold on. Yeah, okay. So I think we're seeing the obliteration of the Ottomans. Honestly, that's a really good call from the Mongols. Ottomans are by far the scariest late game civ, thanks to the Great Bombards. So getting them out of the game before they can do things is very, very good for them. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. We're just witnessing... Oh, wow. Yeah, we got a bunch of Mangadai. How many Mangadai does he have? We got 5 Mangadai, we got 5 Kashyyyks, a few Horsemen, burning down Zerinium's base. So that is soon to be the end of Zerinium. He's getting a decent defensive force. Oh, he actually managed to get a wall up to wall in the encroaching Mongolians. Doing a good job of poking them down. Yes. They're definitely, like, anytime there's a tournament game, you will usually see a lot more aggression than what you'll see in our typical FFAs. Just because people want to win. Whereas, you know, obviously people want to win in any game that they play, but it's a lot sweatier in a tournament. And early aggression means that you have that many less opponents to deal with. And, oh, we got Northern getting rid of the friendly Chinese wall that was going up. Apparently that's a little bit too much space getting lost for the HRE to be happy about. And yeah, we see the absolute overwhelming destruction going on to poor Zervinium. 8-man getting walls up, so he will be able to hold on at least a little bit longer than his teammate is. So we might see him, like, we might see this team remain in the game for at least a little bit, but once the Team Mongolia is able to get some siege up and running, I have a feeling that the Ottomans will end up being no more. And while that's oh, okay. For a second I thought Teal was Mongolians. as well. But no, it's just China and HRE duking it out, as they do. We got Juganu and crossbows from the Team Jushi. Apologies for when I accidentally call Team Jushi Team China. Just force a habit. Okay. Getting pushed. Doing some good pushing in, but HRE does have a decent force already up and running. So they'll be able to get some work done. I don't think this... Well, this attack is doing a decent amount of work. I suspect more horsey boys will be showing up fairly soon. Take a look at Northern's production. Okay, Northern is mostly producing spearmen. Ezra, on the other hand, producing 3 knights and men-at-arms, which that's a very good military force from HRE, though not necessarily the ideal force for what you're facing at the moment. I did like that harass on the enemy backline, but good play from Ezra to be able to get rid of that. And yeah, the Team Mongolia has literally and figuratively hit a wall with the Ottomans. But they've got 3 bombard cannons coming in right now. That's the Kurultai to buff up the military. And... okay, still got some more just kind of skirmishes from them. So we'll just watch the fall of the Ottoman Empire here. A bit of a pity. Ottomans are a pretty cool civ, but from Mongols' point of view, this definitely needed to happen. Actually, from everyone's point of view in this particular lobby, no one has the late game. Well, Jushi has the comparable late game to what Ottomans can bring. But Ottomans get their late game somewhat for free. Oh, I thought maybe this game was done and we were going to see the finals, but not quite yet. Okay. Over here. Yep, there goes poor 8-man. And the Mongols now feast. Yep. Meanwhile, oh wow. Looks like Team HRE is actually getting in some pretty good work against Team Jushi. Fair number of battering rams to try to deal with Quill's horsemen. He gets out, and the enemy get in. Is that all crossbows? Holy cow! 71 crossbowmen from Nomad. That is a lot of crossbows. I would have expected more Juganu. That's something that Nix and I have been seeing a lot on the ladder is Juganu spam. But
It's so fast.
yeah, I mean, these crossbows are more food heavy. Like, trying to do the math, 120 resources for the crossbows versus I think it's 30, 30, 20. Okay, yeah, crossbow's more expensive than the Juganu, and he's already able to get 73 up. That's kind of crazy.
30, 20, 20.
Thank you. Yeah. So only 70 resources instead of the 80 that I initially thought. So damn. Yeah, those guys are cheap and aggressive. We see the cross-map trade for Mongolia going on right now. Getting 119 gold, 11 food and wood, and 22 stone for blue. Doesn't look like green has the stone upgrade for his traders quite yet, but I imagine that we will see that happen soon enough. Alright, looks like there was a peace declared between HRE and Jushi as they are recognizing the Mongolian threat. We see Team Jushi harassing the Mongol trade lines with a good number of horsemen, but wow, the entire military of Mongols was sent to respond to that. And it looks like the battle is on between these two civs. Alrighty. Oof. Yep. It's a good push from Team Jushi. They had sent basically their entire military to try to harass the Mongols, but Team Mongolia had a lot more forces than the Jushi were able to handle. And while that is going on, we see Team HRE harassing Mongolia on the eastern half of the map, trying to clean up the I know, right? You would think, but apparently on this day it is China who raid the Mongols. Yet not able to raid them quite hard enough. Wait. Oh, Yuan Raiders. I almost never see the Yuan Raiders in game. These guys look really cool. Like, for a second, I thought that they were... Oh, that's hilarious. Because I hit the live button, it's still going 8x speed, trying to catch us up to live. Even though I told it to not. Oh, there we go. No, they're just that. They are speedy as hell, little units. Oh, wow. Yeah, they got a 2-tile move speed. Damn. Our raiders are fast. Okay. And yeah, we've got HRE Ramstein moving in, trying to get rid of the future cannon nest from the Mongols. And let's speed things up again. Yuan Raiders doing really good work. We've got, looks like 4, yeah, it looks like they're just super powered horsemen. Yeah, very good raiding cav. Surprised that haven't seen them more often. Yeah, you can hear just the infinite production from Nomad and his teammate Quill. Okay, so we got 23 attack. Okay, and Ming Dynasty already up, so they do have the extra 15% attack bonus for their Yuan Raiders. So these guys are gonna hit. These guys are hitting really hard. 23 damage, plus 12 versus siege, and plus 6 versus workers. That's good. Kind of a low attack speed at 1.5 seconds, but they don't need to. With that kind of damage that they're doing, it doesn't need to be all that much faster. There we go. Take another look over here. We got Ramstein and Horseman raids on Team Mongols. So they are going for shutting down the Mongolian trade lines, which they need to do, for sure. Oh, someone sent tribute to Ezra. Okay, Northern sent some tribute to Ezra. Let's see what the resources. Okay. Most likely. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have the, so they're not quite as good at taking down, ranged units as a basic horseman, but they do very good work against traders and siege equipment, and that's basically what Team Jushi is using them for. So at the 43-minute mark, we see Team HRE with the resources to build a wonder. Obviously, they're not committing to a wonder quite yet. It is definitely still too early. The Mongolian team still too strong, except maybe not actually all that strong. Yeah, their resources are more or less spent at this point. Aw. Yay, emote spams. I love to see it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we are seeing still some harassment going on. No, not so much. Probably some haggard politicking. Although it definitely does appear that both teams fear the might of Mongols. Check in on the sacred site. Okay. Apparently they don't fear it quite enough to continue the ceasefire, as we witness a big old blob in the middle declaring war. The war has renewed between HRE and Jushi's legacy. So, getting the sacred site cleared up from Team HRE by Team Jushi. Oh, there's the wonder. So, at 46 minutes, we see Team HRE trying to build their wonder, hoping for a quick W. Unfortunately for us, we do see the time up here. I don't know how to get rid of that quite yet. So, alas, we do know that this wonder is not long for this world, but we'll get to see how the wonder defense goes and what sequence of events gets us from there to where we are. Alright, and I got that live bug again. Ah! That's funny. As I pause the game and it doesn't pause. Lol. Love this game. Okay, cool. Good on them. Okay, they were Team Japan, so nice. I do like, I think pretty much all of the civs have a lot of interesting things to them. I might personally find English and French a little bit uninteresting to play, but they are extremely good beginner civs, as I mentioned early on in the stream. So they're great to learn from, and they do have pretty good things about them. Like the network of citadels buff from England makes them an extremely good powerhouse. Like, even though very few of their units have... Oh, wow. Okay, so they just deleted the wonder to counter the sacred site victory that is being threatened by Team Jushi while I was ranting about civs in this game. Yay! This is going to be tough. Okay, we have 8 bombards from Team HRE, Dark Hunter Ezra, getting the siege war begun. So far, no one yet able to attack the sacred site directly. Now let's take a look at that sacred tracker. As we can see, Nomad has one of 1 sacred sites captured, so extremely important information. Thank you, Beastie Cutie, for pointing this out and giving me this joke that I can shamelessly steal. So yeah. That is a lot of keeps from Team Jushi. Like, that's 3 keeps there. Don't really see much of anything happening from Team Mongolia because their forces were pretty horribly wrecked. Oh, never mind. They had a little bit of military backup. Oh, they've got their food income back pretty nicely, actually. Incan sitting on 15k food. We've got Jesus with about the same. So yeah, they bounced back really well, considering that they were raided to death about 10-20 minutes ago in game. This sacred site is cutting it close. Like, really impressive work from Nomad and Quill on defending this sacred. Able to hold off 4v2 on them and actually making some ground against the HRE team. Very impressive. And checking back up north, we see a lot of Mangadai from the Incan. We got 25 Mangadai, 20 Keshiks. The Keshiks getting mowed down pretty quickly. That's a lot of Springolds. 3 Bombards to deal with the keeps. Meanwhile, we have... Oh, wow. That... I wasn't sure if the Springolds were the correct decision, at least not in those numbers, but having them be able to just obliterate the enemy siege before they can pose any kind of a threat, that was brilliant. And here we go. We have Team HRE actually pushing off the sacred site, preventing that from being lost, or from being the win con of Jushi. And are we going to see continued aggression on the part of Team HRE? We are not. So they've already lost 32,000 resources to that failed wonder push, wonder attempt. Yeah, Team HRE not going to be able to commit to a wonder for quite a long time, only having 1850 stone in the bank of the previous wonder dropper, and even less from Northern 9322, his teammate. Yeah, they spent basically everything on decapping that sacred, as they needed to. They knew that Mongols were in no position to actually pose much of a threat to the sacred site. So they had to just dump all of their resources into getting it out, allowing Mongolia the time to amass at least a little bit of a bank and do this beautiful, beautiful nonsense. What does Team Jushi have? Okay, a lot of crossbows. Makes sense. Crossbowmen are definitely the way to go when you are fighting HRE, like, because so many of their units are heavy armor. Having the crossbow spam is going to do a lot of work for you. Palace Guard getting mowed down. We have some elite crossbowmen of HRE's own moving in, doing some good work. Yeah, the push from Team Jushi has been rebuffed, and the HRE pulling back. So we will likely see a renewed lull in this game as the game itself approaches the 2-hour mark on live. Make sure. Okay. Still can't speed up any faster than what we're going at. It says 8x speed, but as the viewers can see, this is definitely not quite 8x. Viewer mode still has some to be desired from it. Okay, HRE now working on the walls with trebuchets rather than bombards. Doesn't look like they are super interested in getting any sort of an actual kill. Looks like they just want to make sure that Team Jushi cannot once again claim the sacred site and get a win that way. Let's take a look at... Okay. These guys don't yet have the resources to wonder. What about Jesus? Jesus... Okay, he doesn't quite have the wood to safely drop a wonder, but he has the food and gold. And because he's Mongols, he doesn't need any stone to drop a wonder. So Team Mongolia could drop their wonder if they had an actual fortified position. But looks like Team HRE has been doing a really good job at making sure they cannot spend resources fortifying a wonder spot. Yeah, neither corner being secured, although Team Mongolia is going for the eastern corner to be secured as far as a wonder goes. Pink just destroyed the coral tie, I believe. Yeah. Yep, coral tie went down. It's a lot of... a good number of mangonels, but mangoes go down. And we are once again on a kind of a 2v2v2. Are you able to see anything, Nyx?
No, I have.
Okay.
Like in the game that you're currently watching. Sorry,
Right.
I was gone for like a moment ago.
Gotcha.
I just come back. You're like, hey, can you see anything? Huh?
Right. No, I thought that you had left the voice chat, to be honest, but then I heard some stuff and I was like, oh, he's still here. Maybe he is watching the game as well. So figured I'd ask.
I do have the background. Let's see. Because I have it where I can hear you through Discord instead of the stream.
Right. Which makes sense. As much as I love the sound of my own voice, I would not want to hear it in stereo.
Oh, jeez, I hate the sound of my own voice, so I couldn't even stand it.
Let's see. So,
I see blue and red fighting. Blue with a massive horseman archer army.
okay, but you aren't
So,
in. Are you still in the game or not?
No, I'm in your stream.
Okay, so you'll be probably about a minute or so behind.
Yeah, I'm at a 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Okay. Yep. That's about a minute in game from where I'm at. So, alas, not a whole lot.
I mean, if you want to stream on Discord, I can watch you on Discord.
I could do that. Hopefully. Then suddenly my game just crashes.
Don't worry,
Alright.
I'll keep your stream up to boost your viewers. Don't worry.
Yay! Because, after all, that's what it is all about.
Closer.
Let's see.
Alright.
It is
Yeah, I
ironic that the Mongols are being raided by both China and the HRE.
Yeah, I heard you talk about that a couple times, and I was just like, really?
Yep. Yeah,
Mongols.
Mongolia has been on the back foot for quite a while. Both of these teams know that if you allow the Mongols to sit in a corner, they will get a rat's nest of infinite bombard towers, kind of like what they have near this town center, near their landmark town center. And all of those bombards will be able to just completely shut down any sort of wonder attack. So it is, while it's a little rough for a newer player not being able to build walls, it does not impact the Mongols' wonder defense in the slightest, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's not like walls are that good anyway.
I mean, you have to invest a fair amount of resources into breaking down enemy walls, so they do their job, but Relic does not want to have walls be as good of a defensive fortification as they are in the real world, unfortunately for us. Okay. And we have...
Thank you, Mom.
Okay, we've got a force once again being rebuffed from Zhuxi up here in the north. There's a lot of manga die for a defensive force. That's 50 manga die going on. I guess he's just wanting an all-cav army for the most part. and I did. Oh wow, we went from 50 to 28 in the breath of one single sentence. Over here in the east, we do have some more spearmen pushing in, getting wiped out by the infinite nest of bombards. Yeah, I mean, I can see why this game has gone on for so long. Like, the fact that it's taking the combined Jushi and HRE forces to even somewhat threaten the Mongolian team. Like, this is what you want to see if you are facing Mongols. This is obviously an absolute nightmare for the Mongol players themselves. No one likes being teamed up like this, especially for as long as the teaming has been going on. But unfortunately for them, it is what needs to happen from both Team Jushi and Team HRE. Like, this just... The Mongols do need to be dealt with. Yep. Yeah, if they're not able to have their trade dealt with reliably, then there will be no hope for the other two teams. I just realized HRE are red and pink. I like that color choice. Very aesthetically pleasing that at least one team went for matching colors. If only the other teams had gone like blue and teal. Alas. Okay, so yep, we have ram spam. Good old ram spam from Dark Hunter Ezra, not wanting to deal with the cannons that are being spammed in the towers. Just ramming them down. While Team Jushi is going for the kill, it looks like. We have 8 bombards in the northern area compared to the only rams down here in the east. So yeah, Team Jushi just wanting to put an end to the Mongolian Empire in their team. In their pod, I should say. Doing a decent amount of work, to be honest. Like, the spearmen defending the bombards has kept all but 2 of them alive, while allowing Teal to get some raiding in with his other forces. Oh, here are the Imperial Guard, the most busted and overpowered unit in the game. They did get nerfed with the most recent patch. They used to have, like, I don't know, 7/7 armor. So now they only have 10 melee armor and 3 ranged armor, which is much more reasonable. I think they also got a health decrease. But they're still absolutely monsters in melee. And if I were able...
Sounds like
Jushi is pretty busted. Okay, and we have the game ending at 2 hours and 40... 2 hours and 41 minutes. 2 hours and 1 minute. So, in real time, we have a break in between the game. So while we wait for the break to finish, we will just keep on keeping on with the cast of this game. We will be switching, though, once the finals event goes live. But until then, we will watch the glory of the brutal Mongolian murder.
Apparently, wait, the Mongol, who won?
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
not
the
going
Mongols
to
won.
spoil it yet for myself, since we may or may not, the break may or may not take long enough for us to actually see the end of the game. But yeah, if you wanna see who it is, like, go for it. I'm just not gonna look or comment in here for the viewers who don't want to be spoiled, either now or in the infinite future. That is the YouTube VOD.
Yeah, I don't know who won. They
Gotcha.
didn't actually state.
Look.
I think Serenium was just talking about the fact that he got rushed by the Mongols.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough for Zerinium and 8-Man. Like, that Mongol rush was painful. But as I mentioned when it was happening in the stream, it's kind of what they needed to do. They did need to get that rush against the Ottomans, because otherwise Ottomans could just kill everyone. And while we're talking about all of that, we are watching the cross-map trade fall. And Jesus trying to quickly build up more markets. He might be able to get away with it, which is a little bit surprising. Would have thought there'd be at least one ram. I guess Ezra would rather have the rams move on and threaten the main base rather than camping out and preventing the cross-map trade. But yeah, it does look like the aggression against Mongolia has stalled. Mongols are holding out pretty well. While, yeah, the Jushi is... Are they resource starved? No.
Without spoiling what you currently see, our finals have been set, which it being the samurai, it's the Japanese Dong Dynasty Trash Clan. I'm obviously not going to spoil the current part you're watching.
Okay. Nice. So, and as I had mentioned before, we will be switching once the actual game gets on its way. Finals lobby is set. Yes. Okay. So we have a keep from Nomad trying to do things. So where are the military? Huh. Oh, okay. I was wondering why there was no more pushing on Mongols. It looks like Team Jushi has either been politicked into fearing the HRE or just decided that HRE was a threat, and they're going once again for the sacred capture. Well, that's the actual reason that are they going for the sacred capture? It's hard to tell. Like, they have those Shaolin monks kind of pathing through the sacred site. Okay, they are not. They're just going for military aggression up there. How many military units? Okay. Oh, and we have a back door coming in from Team HRE. Which either happened before or... Yeah. Anyway, it's happening now. Yeah. So I wonder when the back door started. And I don't know, but we are seeing it now. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of painful for Jushi, I think. Like the meditation gardens being attacked is never a good thing, because for each enemy unit that's within this radius, it loses 10% of its income. So right now, it's only producing 14 resources a minute compared to its regular 30. Never mind, just down to 4. But yeah. And soon it will be down to 0. So I wonder why this particular war got started. Probably because if I had to guess, if I were to try to divine this sudden but inevitable betrayal on Jushi's part, I'm assuming that there was a bunch of politicking in the game, with blue and green complaining about being teamed on for what felt like forever. And that would have swayed Nomad and especially Quill to end the teaming and switch to a different opponent.
Especially Quill.
Yeah. So, take another look. Not quite.
Competitive or not, he has made it very clear he hates that in general.
Yeah. And you know, I would agree that in general, teaming is kind of shitty, but in a tournament setting, sometimes it's the best call.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does seem like changing targets is costing Jushi very dearly. Nomad getting his entire base kind of cronked in to the HRE forces. All those knights and men-at-arms just doing a number on Nomad. The crossbowmen are doing work, obviously, but like they're just... He just doesn't seem like he was expecting this kind of an attack. He also doesn't have the food to maintain this anymore, having lost most of his villagers to setting up forward infrastructure. If I'm looking right. Yeah, and what is Quill up to at this moment? Producing... Okay, he's still trying... Yeah, they're still... Jushi's still trying to secure the sacred site, choosing to just allow Nomad's base to fall completely in the hopes that they'll be able to get the sacred victory. Okay, looks like the map has been decided for the finals. Alright, sorry about that. Had to send a little bit of a message. Experiencing interruptions. No. No, I am not YouTube, but thank you for your concern. Okay, looks like Team Jushi has finally managed to stabilize, although it has cost Nomad rather dearly. Okay. Yeah, the Imperial Guard from Quill definitely helping things out. And I'm guessing... Is that landmark? Okay. So yeah. Nomad went for... Oh! Looks like... That's the wrong landmark. Where's his Imperial Age? Here it is. Okay. Alright, so it looks like Nomad went for the 10,000 volts upgrade. And I'm not sure what the other upgrade is that he got. Where is... There it is. Nope, that's Temple of the Sun. Anyway. Back to the violencing. Alright. Sorry, I'm keeping... Oh, damn. Okay. And now it looks like it is going to be the HRE who's getting teamed, rather than the Mongols. Although, to be fair, Mongols are kind of harassing basically everybody with their cannon towers up in the north corner, causing problems for all Nomad, and getting a big old blob pushed in. Okay. And the HRE able to push the Mongols out of their walled area and back towards the northern half of the map. Oh wow, that's some extremely aggressive walls coming out of the HRE. If they can keep them, that'll be really good. Mm. Apparently, looks like Nomad is also streaming. And is streaming his DMs. Rip.
Back to rip.
Let's see. Okay, and here we can see. All right. Quill and Nomad going for Sacred Victory, take 2. Okay, break is over, so any minute we will be switching from this game over to the grand finals of the tournament. But since we still have some time to kill, let's just enjoy the brutal carnage that is being inflicted by Team Jushi and the Team Mongols. Here we go. So far, a pretty decent hold, although looking down in the western corner, we see HRE getting their men-at-arms in a brutally nasty trader raid. So, 71 gold coming from Quill, 61 gold coming from Nomad. Pretty decent trade routes. So, yeah, getting rid of all of this trade is going to be absolutely brutal to Team Jushi, and yeah, this is the trade all dead. Both the markets and the traders themselves basically getting annihilated. What does Team Mongolia have in the way of siege? Not much at the moment, but they do have a ridiculous number of cav to fight off try to make some headway into the Imperial Guard. We got the Kurultai from Jesus back up. Oh, wow. See Nomad deleting some of his wall segments, trying to get some views on, or line of sight rather, from the bombards to be able to properly participate in this battle. And they're holding pretty well. Doing a good job. And yeah, the Turtle Tide looking like it's able to provide enough of a bonus to allow the Mongols to finally overwhelm the Jushi defenders. Both the what is that bonus? 1 health every second, and it's an extra 20 damage, or 20% damage. Thank you, Sai. Also, thank you, Sai, for putting this whole tournament together. It's a lot of fun seeing like both the all these different civs kind of coming together and having to choose it and doing tournaments. So appreciate all the work that you do in the community. Oh, Sai, while you're here, Yanni will be stepping in for you. Okay. Gotcha. And Wicked had mentioned in the chat wanting to see a tournament of only Abbasids, and I second his tournament suggestion. So if you could make that happen, that would be great. Thanks. All right. So we'll just see this sacred site get neutralized, and I think once that happens, I will check on the finals, see if it gets going. Oh, you're quite welcome. I do enjoy casting these games. I just wish I had more energy to do more like streaming and casting and stuff. Been had long COVID since since 21, and that shit just means that I basically get maybe a couple hours a day to function, and the rest of it I'm a potato. So, and some days are worse than others. All right,
I
and
had
that
long COVID for about a year after 2020.
damn. Yeah, it
Yep.
it sucks. Like especially because it's been around for like freaking 3 years now. Just brutal. Okay. So, now that the sacred site has fallen, we will find observe. There are no games to show. I'll show you no games to show. Excuse me. Okay, there's the Incan. All right. Okay, so for the finals of this tournament, we have on the Ayubids, Super Oxide and Dibby. We have Chinese being played by Pog and Patty. We have the Mongols, who were the winners from our previous game, Cheesus and the Incan. And we have Prime and Naniori stepping in for ArenaEmperor or Sai Sakurazaka on the Japanese. So this will be a very exciting game.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, with all the conch level players having been basically eliminated before the finals, like this is going to be a very competitive, fairly close game, I think. No clear standout team for me. Okay, observe a delay. So we've got a minute and 40 seconds to hang out here waiting for us to be able to view things. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see Ayubids. Like they are I love the camel civs, both Ayubids and Abbasid. I usually play free-for-alls, and I find that Ayubids are pretty terrible in FFAs just because they don't have all of their bonuses are geared more towards military, whereas most of the bonuses for what you call it for the Abbasid are geared more towards eco. And so I find that of the two, Abbasid are a little bit better in FFA settings than Ayubids. So cool to see that that the Ayubid team made it in. And we saw what can happen with Mongols and their incredible trade power. And Japan is another civ that is just a really strong eco. Yeah, only the Ayubids are a weak eco civ. Everyone else is very strong economically, like China, Mongol, Japan. All three of those civs are pretty well known for having strong economies. And we have African Clearing was chosen as our finals map, so every player starting very, very close together. We have kind of in the west corner, looks like we've got Prime and Naniori. In the north, we have Pog and Patty. In the east, we have Super Oxide and Dibby. And in the south, we have Cheesus and the Incan. So far, we have one player. Nope. So far, no one going for the pond as far as like actually trying to build a dock from what I can see. Never mind. Okay, we have Jesus. Okay, we have Team Mongols going for some water play, which is good. And we also have, yeah, Dibby going for a dock play as well. Okay, so yeah, makes a lot of sense coming from the Ayubids. Ayubid docks are half off, so they are able to afford the you can build a dock and build a fishing boat for the same price as it costs other civs to build a single dock, which all makes hybrid and water heavy maps very, very favored for Mongolia, favored for Ayubids. Japan has cheaper fishing boats, so I will not be surprised if the Japanese... Yep, okay, Prime already went for a dock and has 3 fishing boats out on the way. Doesn't look like Dibby was able to afford a fishing boat. Never mind, he can afford it. He is just microing elsewhere, getting his House of Wisdom set up just about right next to his town center. Not... So, Ayubids, like the Abbasids, only have the 2 landmarks, being their landmark town center and their House of Wisdom. I'm not sure how I feel about both players putting their landmarks so close to their town centers. On the one hand, it does make them more defensible from early game aggression, but on the other hand, in the late game, with both of your landmarks right next to each other, you are going to be extremely vulnerable to landmark sniping, especially in Castle and early Imperial Age. So that's going to be a little bit rough from them. Are you observing, Nyx, or not?
Helping my friend with something real quick. I will afterwards, though.
Okay. Sounds good. And while we are waiting for things to develop, let's see, we've got one little villager waiting, Patty, just kind of waiting to be able to afford the dock. We have 4 boats from Prime, 1 so far from Nanny, but 2 more on the way. Getting a little bit of... okay. Just trying to scout. And that's a dead scout. Rip. So far, nothing. Okay. We have Pog getting a Barbican of the Sun up in the northern corner. I definitely like that play, as it also secures him a large gold. Like it does, it both secures a gold node and it moves your first landmark away from the center, which I imagine a lot of these players, if not all of these players, are probably going to be evacuating for the corners as quickly as they can, since the only ones that are really suited for early game aggression are the Ayubids. And speaking of Ayubids, anyone going for an age up yet? Oxide can afford to go for feudal if he desires, and he does, going for the economic wing industry. It's an interesting choice. Okay, so he's going to go for a build that's pretty standard in 1v1s, which is you get the economic wing industry, and then you get all of these villagers gathering the stone, and you can have a second town center up almost as soon as you hit the feudal age, and that's going to be really powerful for them. Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to stop streaming that as there is. Okay. Sorry about the stream, guys. I only just now noticed that I was stalled. All right, let's see if I can get the game back up. Okay. So yeah, if you guys could let me know when the stream is back up and running, I would appreciate that. So, oh wow, I am way far behind. Lol. Anyway, now that I have the stream problems sorted out, we are seeing some watery aggression coming out from Team Japan and Team Mongolia. Looks like Naniori is going to be getting pushed off of water from the combined efforts of Incan and Jesus. Anything exciting going on up here? Not really. Team Ayubids have done a fairly decent job of kind of locking down their lake, as it were, making sure that the Chinese dock is not able to build anything. Oh, and they did find the second Chinese dock with their dhows. So, very fortunate for Team Ayubid. Speaking of, they're getting some walls going, making sure that it's going to be really hard for a flank to occur on the Ayubids, which is good. That would never be fun to... It's never fun to get enemy cav showing up in your backline. Let's see here. But yeah, other than the excitement on the water, not a whole lot going on, really. Teams building up some early walls. Or at least some teams. China and we have the Ayubid have built some early walls to make sure the Mongols don't cause too much damage to them. But yeah, otherwise everyone's just kind of happily booming. Very surprised. Good timings, actually, from Naniori and Prime on their Golden Gate. Oh, hey, Dandy. What's up? So...
Hello, Dandy.
We do have the Yoroshiru up and usable from both Prime and Naniori already. I'm very surprised that they haven't gone for second eco is what comes from the second game. Also, I just realized, yeah, you are a little far behind me, sadly. Okay, interesting. So Prime going for putting his first Yoroshiro in the stable to get out fast-mounted samurai, while Naniori opting for the more FFA standard of getting the forge to generate the infinite free gold. Interesting. And while all that is happening, we do see Incan and Jesus having successfully pushed Team Japan off of the water, just as we saw Team Ayubids push Team China off of their water. So 2 teams having water trade and 2 teams not is going to make a big difference in their eco performance. We don't see the most aggression. Saying that, I'm watching 2 camels come in to feast on the lives of some of Patty's villagers, but the town center are going to kill both of them pretty quickly. Yeah, where those guys go. And let's see, Oxide. Oxide about to get housed, although he does have a really nice military production up and running already. Maybe it's because I've never played on this map before and thus don't really understand the meta for it. I'm very surprised that no one has migrated to the edges except for Pog. Like, every other player is choosing to stick around in their starting area and go for early aggression towards at least one of their neighbor. Like, obviously it makes a lot of sense with what these guys have picked, with Japan and Mongols fighting each other, considering what happened on the lake and the fact that the kamikaze was not with Japan on this day. Anything else happening with... Oh, we got Gulam spam. Oh. I feel bad for Patty's team. Like, they don't really see the Gulam spam until now. Like, this is going to cause absolutely horrific damage to this team. With Patty only being... Oh, Patty and Pog both only being feudal age. Like, these Gulams are going to obliterate what's left of China's forces. Having said that, though, China can afford to go up in age, so we might see a quick clock tower up here in the northern corner. If I'm Patty, that's what I would do, is just slap down my clock tower, start building out some clock tower bees to deal with the Nesta bee spam, or deal with the Gulam spam, I should say. And instead, he's trying to get some walls to prevent a flank, but between the camel raiders and between the desert raiders and the water control from Team Ayubid, instead we're just seeing a huge loss of villagers from poor Team China. That is rough. And meanwhile, Japan doing pretty well. Prime getting into the Mongolian base, causing a lot of eco damage. No kills. Didn't see anything dying too terribly. Mongols obviously able to pack up and run if the center of the map gets a little bit too hairy. But to be fair, doesn't seem like anyone but Team China has a whole lot to worry about in that particular regard. But yeah, we see Zhuganu fighting the Gulams. Zhuganu. Okay, 21 Zhuganu. So not enough of a mass to really threaten these gulaps. If he had, you know, twice this number, I think that would be a completely different story. Oof. Okay, just villagers from Patty still. This is going to be rough for Patty. Let's see. Doing okay as far as like not just completely collapsing, but this is a lot of damage for the China team to be taking this early. So kind of painful for them. And I'm seeing I think it's Zerinium and Dandy chatting in the chat, and I desperately wish that I could actually communicate with them besides just typing. Alas. Oh, Nilinyx! I see two of them clearing out the mining camp and almost all the villagers that were collecting that stone. But luckily for Team China, they were able to get all the stone that the two Nilinyx were bombarding. Unluckily for China, we do see Gulams and Camel Raiders in their back line. So that is going to be a little bit painful. Meanwhile, a bit of a standoff between Japan and Mongols. Neither one of them wanting to commit over much. Although we do see some raiding going on from Prime. Let's take a look at what all they see. So, looks like some Mangadai are able to get into the back line of Team Japan. And while we do have a Daimyo Manor up and active, okay, they're able to escape with the Mangadai. Very fortunate for Team Mongols. We got two mounted samurai doing some raiding from... Okay. Okay. And it looks like... So, for those of you who end up watching the VODs, and those of you who have remained with me, this is the point where I finally noticed the stream coming back to life. Took entirely too long. Oh well. Let's take a look at the whole map. How have... I was kind of hoping that Team China might have recovered from the Ayyubid massive pressure, but to no avail. The Gulam spam and the lack of fishing from Team China means that they are taking some horrific damage over here. And I imagine if the other players aren't willing or able to set aside their own blood feud and help out Team China, I think they might not be too long for this world, which is going to be rough. I was rooting for Patty and Pog. They are pretty chill players, and I wasn't expecting to see China get anywhere near this far, but I will take solace in the fact that of all the civs to brutally murder them, it is Ayyubids, who are one of my favorite civs, and they are allowing the camels to feast. And honestly, that's one of my favorite things, is the camels just feasting forever, as they must. Okay, looks like Team Ayyubids moving over into the eastern corner. A little bit into the north, but mostly with military, trying to prevent the China team from being able to recover. and doing a really good job of it as well. We've got multiple rams up from Dibby. Dibby also has 30 Gulams torching down the astronomical clock tower of Pog. And, okay, going up. Let's see what Dibby has chosen for his Imperial Age upgrade. Okay, he's going for the Casino Wing, or the Trade Wing Bazaar, as it is properly known. I would have thought he would pick that a little bit earlier. Surprised to see it took so late. To see it coming up so late. I suppose it's because you no longer get villagers as an option from the bazaar, so it's not quite as necessary to have up early. And as I mentioned earlier, he is going for a pretty 1v1 heavy, 1v1 influenced build. And okay, and that is the end of Team China. GG, well played to both Patty and Pog. Like, you guys did really well in our pod, holding out against the tyrants that you were forced to deal with. So kudos to you for getting this far into the tournament. And yeah, that was rough. Having to deal with an Ayubid castle rush is very painful. And now that they have eliminated a neighbor, it would appear that Team Ayubids are going for a just securing their corner. Possibly getting some cross-map trade going, although I don't see any markets up quite yet. Would be interesting. Ooh. Oh, wow. So, while I was looking at the fight between... Wow, yeah. I'm just kind of lost for words, as you can say, at how quickly the tables did turntable against Team Japan. They're being forced to... Prime actually being the one getting targeted down and having his teeth kicked in, as it were. Like, this is a brutal raid from... This might not even be a raid. Team Mongolia might be just going for the kill here. As they have had enough of Team Japan's shit and are ready to just commit all the murdering. Okay. We see Stonewalls from Team Ayubid. Time to stop fanboying over the Ayubid and watch what Team Japan does to deal with Team Mongols. So, Naniori having a pretty decent force to deal with the Cav army. The Samurai are a very nice, versatile military unit, able to both attack and able to do some decent damage and survive quite a few hits thanks to their deflective armor magic that we see here, blocking one attack every 8 seconds when out of combat. Oh no! And we see the dreaded Ayubids riding in from Super Oxide directly into Japan's base. Are these just scouting camels, or is this an attack force? Time will tell. Prime in the meanwhile, desperately getting his Tanegashima gunsmith up. He will be able to drop that down before he loses all of the landmarks in the middle. Both him and his teammate, I should say. But yeah, this is rough. Team Japan is in a very precarious situation. We will take a look at Team Mongols. Okay, they're just sitting pretty over here. Just allowed to cackle in Mongolian and let the throat singing continue. Seemingly happy to let Team Ayubids, Eco Boom, in their little neck of the woods, might come back to bite them later if they continue to allow this to happen. But for the meanwhile, looks like they are determined to punish the earlier aggression that came from Japan and deliver it tenfold and just go for a kill. Doing a pretty good job of it. They've pretty much wiped out, they pretty much destroyed Prime's entire base. So that is very nice for Mongolia. And now they're working on Naniori, moving up to the northern part of Team Japan's base. And yeah, Naniori's already pulled all of his villagers, running likely to the safety of his teammate in the eastern corner. But yeah, right now it is okay. Jesus is in Imperial Age. Prime is Imp. Okay. Yeah, the only player who's not in Imperial Age is Naniori. And I think that's because he's been having to sling resources to his ally for quite a bit of this early game, in an attempt to allow Prime to harass while Nanny booms, which is a really good strategy, in my opinion. Like, if you can have one player dedicated to aggression and military and another player dedicated primarily to economy, like, you can do pretty good stuff. The problem is the problem is your opponents were Mongols, and with every building that you lost, the Mongols got richer, and that has led to the situation that we are seeing now, with Mongols just feasting on the farms and the landmarks of your previous base, and you having to stonewall everything in this corner. Hopefully for Team Japan, the Mongols might be satisfied with just feasting on this central base. But Mongols, like, Japan was going out for blood against Mongols earlier, so we might just see Mongols try to deliver the killing blow. Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we do have cross-map trade established from Team Ayubids. Dibby getting 160 gold per trader. That's really, really excellent trade going on from them. Let's take a look at their resources. So Dibby already having 17,000 food. Very nice. Only 700 stone. So not anywhere close to wonder production quite yet. Okay, and it looks like Team Ayubid is getting ready to pounce on Team Mongolia. Okay, Ram's still feasting over from the Mongol side. Makes sense. But we do see, yeah, we are seeing Rams coming in from these guys. Okay, we've got some elite horsemen coming in on the side of the Incan. These horsemen are going to get absolutely murdered by the combination of Desert Raiders and Gulams. So Desert Raiders, decent attack damage just in and of itself, but they do double damage against any kind of cavalry unit. And they have the Camel Unease, which makes the nearby horse cavalry deal 20% less damage. Yeah, this is a really nice push coming in from Team Ayubids. This is getting a lot of work done on Ayubid's side. And it's going to be really hard for Team Mongols to push this off. Mongolia loves their cavalry. Their Keshiks are, like Keshiks, Mangadai, Horsemen, all pretty good units, especially for Mongols. But considering they're up against the camels, that's a really bad matchup for any sort of horse-heavy civilization. And yeah, you can already see that there has been a military transition into archers and crossbowmen coming out of the side of the Mongols, trying to deal with the camels and gulams. Oh, camel lancers. Okay. For a split second, I saw the shields on the camels, and I thought that they were the Abbasid camel riders, and I was extremely confused. I was like, that's not the unit that they're supposed to have. But no, it is that I'm a senile old man and just didn't recognize the units for what they actually are. Okay, and it looks like Team Mongols have stabilized. They are pushing out the push from the Ayyubids. Doing a pretty good job of it as well. Oh, got one dervish with a lovely little relic over here. So we do see that he has the mass heal passive, which is very nice as a kind of refuel for the Ayyubid military. Being able to just swing over here or even bring the dervish kind of close to the front lines, although not actually in the front lines, to heal up your wounded military. Always a nice thing. Adding the relic does mean that you will heal 50% better than the base mass heal. Yeah, I think pulling back the dervish to behind the stone wall is probably the smarter choice. While having that healing is a really good thing, risking the loss of a relic is not something that I would recommend. Like, I almost, like, when I play Ayyubids, I usually don't have the dervish have their relics. And yeah, looking at the way things have moved, I am now starting to suspect that it was not a tactical choice. It was just that Divi stole the relic and mismicroed it, because dervishes are bound to the same are bound to all army hotkey. And if Team Ayyubids are anything like me, then they just all army hotkey and attack move to victory, because that's the real Giga Chad play. So yeah, man, I wish that I wasn't lagging so far behind on my stream, because I'm just now seeing your comment, Zerinium, and it's like, yep, they should have pushed probably a few minutes earlier, maybe saved Japan's central location, but they didn't. Okay, yeah, they are wanting Japan to remain contained. So it looks like both Mongols and Ayyubids are agreed on that point. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I just looked again, and yeah. Something is eating all my bandwidth. Let's close this. Oh well, at least while I'm figuring out the technical difficulties that I am having, I'm able to send things in a good place. So I'm just going to also close Discord and see if that helps anything. Man, Ayyubid's doing work against poor Mongols. So how the tables have turntabled. Oof. Okay. Yeah, this is impressive. Yeah, Ayubids haven't made the correct call in allowing Mongols to wipe out Japan, because if Mongols had Japanese samurai backing them up right here, it would be too much of a force for the Ayubids to stand against. But yeah, Mongols do not have the tools that they need at the moment to deal with what they're dealing with. So this might be the last legs of the Mongols. Okay, they don't. Yeah, they have all of their landmarks pretty well visible to Team Ayubid. Does look like Japan is getting able to expand back towards their home base, which is very fortunate considering the attack that they dealt with earlier. But yeah, Ayubid's doing great this game, which, you know, as a camel enjoyer, I am extremely happy to see. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, Team Peruvian Cheese, Team Mongolia has opted to surrender rather than fight it out to the bitter end. And yeah, I understand that. It was a ridiculously painful situation that they were in, having to endure the full might of a fully armed and operational Ayubid battle force. Gonna be rough for Nanny and Prime to challenge what they're up against. Doing a good job with the spearmen though. Like these spears doing some pretty good work against the camels. Obviously the Gulams are doing some work. Oh snap, we are seeing the rams just continue to move out and towards the Japan base. Do they have enough to protect themselves? Okay, we got 27 Ozutsu. I know everyone loves Ozutsu spam. I'm not convinced it's the best call in this situation. They have a lot lower, like their attack is about equal to a hand cannon, and their attack speed, okay, less attack than a hand cannon, and slower attack speed as well, means that they're going to be pretty bad at dealing with all but the big clumps. Like, they do attack in an area, so the splash damage from the Ozutsu is not to be underestimated. But I don't know if it will be enough for Team Japan here. Honestly, Team Ayubid just putting on a masterclass of how to play Ayubid in a team free-for-all setting, or even just a regular free-for-all setting. Just this constant, steady aggression against your neighbors. Really good work from Team Ayubids. Yeah, the Japanese Ozutsu trying to get rid of the rams, but since they only do 1 damage a shot to rams, it is not going to work out super well for them. Oh, wow. And yeah, so while I was focusing on Red successfully fending off an attack up in the north of Japan's base, we do see a very successful push coming in from Green from Super Oxide, doing terrible damage against poor Naniori. Got rid of 2 town centers of Nannies. Painful. Cool. And yeah, getting rid of a good amount of trade. He's got some Gulams as well as the ram spam. Got a dozen rams in here, 7 Gulams, with more on the way. Okay, I stand corrected about my concerns with the Ozutsu. Those things did work. Like, just obliterated that infantry blob from the from Super Oxide over here. That was good. And we have one more landmark going down from Naniori. That would be their second to last landmark, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, they have not been able to rebuild their center. Naniori desperately throwing up more town centers, trying to restabilize his eco, relying on Prime to try to keep in the game. He does have at least a little bit of income, so he's not completely dead, but it is rough. These guys definitely on the back foot quite a bit. Prime doing a great job of keeping his Ozutsu alive, though. He still has how many? 28. I don't think he's lost a single Ozutsu. That's awesome. Like, that is really good work from Prime. Not losing a single one of his Ozutsu. By this time, I would have probably lost almost all of them. Damn. This is really good. Okay, is there any way that I can refresh? Oh god. I just looked at my stream delay. Oof. Okay. Well, hopefully, I'll have to take a view of the stream once I get finished. I might end up just re-uploading it as a VOD, assuming that the stream is in decent enough quality to justify that. Oof. Okay. And yeah, so while we were seeing the Ozutsu spam just obliterate the masses of Gulams really, really well, like we kind of saw with those like tiny numbers of Ozutsu, the big draw of Gulams, I should say, we were seeing my biggest concern with the Ozutsu spam, and that's just that they don't clean up individual units very well. So, okay. Holding on really well though. Like, we do not yet see. Yeah, even though Team Japan only has one landmark left, they're able to do a good job at keeping that thing alive. Oh damn! They're rebuilding the golden gate, rebuilding the floating gate here from Prime. Probably gonna go for the Kura storehouse if he can get away with it. Dibby and Oxide might not even notice that. And yeah, there's the Ozutsu just breaking down the front door of Oxide's main forward operating base, and we are seeing decent amount of damage. Okay, but how many Ozutsu is Prime going to lose on this counterattack? Maybe not many. Like, maybe not any. We'll see. He's got spears and samurai from both himself and Naniori reinforcing there. No. Oh, okay, it did get caught. Hasn't yet been rebuilt. Getting more attacks in. Let's see. Wish there was a way. God, 23% of my frames are dropped. Okay. So. Oof. Oh, alas. Okay. Anyway, so we are seeing another really nasty push coming in from Team Ayubids into the into Japan's base, into their last bastion. They have started to expand kind of southwards. Naniori getting... Oh, no, that's Prime getting ridiculously nice trade. Very, very good for him. Naniori also getting some decent trade. Oh, and they got a Dervish with a relic. That's a nice pick from Team Japan. If they're ever able to get that relic, that will be really nice for them. It will probably be a while, though. Let's take a look at Team Ayubid. Okay, so DB only has 1,000 stone. Looks like Oxide has almost 5,000 stone. So he might be... I don't get the impression that either... I don't get the impression that the Ayubids are going for a... Wonder Victory. Looks like they're just trying to kill the enemy landmarks, which, to be fair, they're almost there. They've almost got the landmark, the final landmark killed. If they can get it done, that will be awesome for them. And... Sorry, every time I stop talking, it's because I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I can do about all the dropped frames in the stream, and I'm not finding anything to do, so apologies for the god-awful stream. Hopefully it will look better in the VOD, so we will find out. Yeah, I do feel bad about that. 'Cause yeah, I've closed all of the other internet chewing stuff. It's just this and OBS. So hard to tell what I could do that would fix it. Because it's weird. This is the first time that I've had stream issues. Usually my stream runs pretty well. I think it was, at one point I was streaming to Discord in addition to running the regular stream. That might be what it was. Oh, and we now have 8,000 stone from Super Oxide. So he will likely wonder just as soon as he gets his other resources up to snuff. It looks like... Yeah, I mean, with the defense that Team Japan has been putting on, I absolutely respect the decision to transition from landmark sniping to a Wonder Victory. These guys are incredibly entrenched, considering how resource-starved they are. Like Nanny not having a single landmark alive, and... Okay, thanks, Nomad. Let me check what I'm streaming at. Stream output. so I don't have it there. Let's see if let's see. Yeah, stream health is bad, I know that. Okay. Nice pick from Team Japan, getting rid of that. What? What the fuck? Trying to fix it is just making things worse. I hate when that happens. Okay. Oof. Okay. Anyway, taking another look at Super Oxide's resources. Okay. He does have a pretty decent amount of food income. They have once again managed to get pretty deep into Team Japan's base from where they started. I think they're going to kill the town center once again. Okay. Advanced settings. Alright, so let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Yep, they've got the town centers down again. They are pushing in pretty well. Okay. I just heard the screaming of villagers. Ah, that's why. They were setting up a palisade defensive formation to prevent any kind of sniping from on their incoming siege equipment. So may not need to go for a wonder victory after all. Like it looks like. Looks like Team Japan is... Yeah, Team Japan pretty much out of resources at the moment. Naniori has... Let's see what... Okay, he's got 10 villagers. The rest of his economy is the traders. Prime, on the other hand, does have at least a functioning economy, although he needs more wood. And I don't think he'll be able to access wood anytime soon, just because of the map-wide pressure that Team Ayubids have. So it will be... Ooh, yeah. Got some desert camel lancers in the back line. The Nilinyx getting in really good through that. And let's see here. We are witnessing likely the fall of Japan. I would love to see them be able to recover. But yeah, it would be super hard considering the amount of Mongol murder that was inflicted upon them earlier this game. And, you know, as much as I love a comeback story, I also love watching the Camel's Feast. And yeah, these Oxide and Dibby, absolute masterclass on how to properly use this civ. Like the constant pressure that was being put on from them, getting like just throughout the game, like them being able to kill off their neighbor super early, set up the cross-map trade, super important, especially for the Ayubids, who, like Abbasid, require trade in order to have any kind of good late game eco. Come on. Come here. Yes, gotta scoop up the puppy. Give him snuggles. It's true. Ooh. Except he doesn't want snuggles. He's a silly boy. Yeah. Just a fantastic performance all around. So, let's take a look. Ooh, that was some good damage on those Ozutsu. Like, getting hit by all those Manganiques attacks. Very, very nice. So, just extremely good work coming in from Team Ayubids. And, whoops. As my mouse decides to take the camera on a magical fun journey. We will witness Senpai. And here we see the Vils being pulled. Always a good defense when you have no other option. I think this town center, yeah, goes down. Does Team Japan stick with it until the bitter end, or will they call a GG before their final landmark falls? Knowing Nanny, it's probably going to be the he's probably going to wait until he is eliminated, which I think is a very respectable move. Especially since this is a tournament. You never know, like, whether or not your opponent might make a misplay, allowing you to get back into the game. So, especially if you are a newer player, like, it's a good idea to just kind of wait until you are eliminated from the game before deciding to tap out. And if, you know, in a free-for-all as well, it's a good idea to not call an early GG, because you never know when someone might end up riding to Gondor's aid. Obviously, this can't happen in this situation. Wait, why are they pulling back? They can see the gunsmith. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Hell yeah, Dibby, get that kill. Win for the glory of the Abbasid Empire and their glorious Ayubid allies. Let the camels feast forever, as they must. And yeah, that is awesome. I'm gonna want to rewatch this game just to see what else I can do with Ayubids, because that was great. Like, that was an absolute banger of an Ayubid game. GG's to everyone who was in this match. So very, very good job from Oxide and Dibby, Patty, Pog, Cheesus, Inkin, Naniori, and Prime. All of you did fantastic work, but there can be only one winner. And today it was Team Ayubid, Super Oxide and Dibby, getting the ultimate W. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to end the stream and figure out